No. This isn't good at all.
What are you seeing?
Yeah, those eyes are going to have to come out.
There must be a mistake. I'm getting my prescription updated.
They're rotten.
My eyes are rotten.
Yeah.
Like a banana.
Yeah, almost exactly like a banana. I can tell you've been looking at pornography.
First off, that's completely preposterous. Second off, even if I was, and I am not saying I was, why would my eyes have to come out?
Every you see leaves an impression. And I can see those impressions. It's caused massive macular degeneration.
Okay, I've been looking at porn, and I gotta be honest, the kind of porn I like is like hundreds of at the same time, just revealing their.
Yeah, that's the only way that you would get damage this severe.
My eyes gotta come out because of it?
There's an entire subgenre of porn called eye rotting. It's eye rot porn.
I thought that was like the company that made it or something.
I get 20 cases like yours every week. I'm really sorry.
It's kind of nice to know that there's that many people who are into the stuff I'm into.
There's nothing wrong with what you do. It just has unfortunate biological side effects.
What do you got to do? Like scoop my eyes out like with a spoon?
No, I have a melon baller.
And the beastly horde approached the castle gates as a ruinous multitude of malice, but the king was prepared. For the blue wizard had warned him. There will be danger, and there will be crossbows.
My name is John. Welcome to There Will Be Crossbows.
Hi, I'm James.
That was hilarious, James. What we just did, that was funny stuff.
You saying There Will Be Crossbows was funny?
No, the scene that we just saw.
Oh, right, because we're going to put a scene before as like a cold open. Then when they watch this, they'll see the scene. Oh, so you're trying to give the illusion like we were doing that first as like we planned the...
You've just destroyed the podcast magic.
Look, I'm getting used to this too. The magic is still alive for me. Man, that scene that you just saw, folks, it doesn't get better than that. That was the tits. I love it. I love that scene more than I love being alive. Is that what you wanted, John?
It seemed like a little overkill, but you know, you do you.
I'm an all or nothing kind of guy, John.
The theme for today's episode is vision. This was a theme suggested by our friend, Lauren. Hi, Lauren. Hope you're watching. And if not, just pretend I didn't say anything.
Speaking of things that are 2020, vision. Mine is for sure. I have perfect eyesight.
Okay, great. The glasses are just cosmetic?
Oh, these? No, with the glasses, I have perfect vision.
Oh, sure, yes.
Right. I wear the glasses so that I can have perfect vision. So
that's fantastic. I love
that. If you wore glasses like me, you would also have perfect vision.
I don't know if you remember, but back when you first met me, I did wear glasses.
All I remember is that you had hair down to here and you wore an eye patch on occasion and called yourself Hookbeard the Wise.
Yes, that was during my pirate wizard phase. That's right. Yeah, that was... Somebody should have stopped me.
I tried, but I was young and impressionable, and you didn't listen to anything I had to say back then.
The late 90s were a rough time, you know, for finding identity and such, but...
So what happened? How did you go from having imperfect vision to perfect vision?
I went in, and I had them shoot lasers into my eyeballs and burn off the bad bits.
Whoa, you did LASIK?
I did, and now I see perfectly. I always thought probably I would have to get glasses again someday, but now, let's see, it's been almost 20 years ago that I got that surgery, and I still see fantastic. It's a miracle every single day.
Man, you're a walking advertisement for laser eye surgery. I tell you, I'd like to, but it's expensive. And also, uh, it sounds super scary because what I imagine it to be is one of two things. The first is the scene in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, where the Jedi are trying to escape the room with their lightsabers and they go to the wall and like with their lightsabers and they cut out a section of the wall and the wall falls out. I think it's either like that or the scene in Goldfinger where Bond is laying on the tablet and Goldfinger's got the laser like running up Bond's crotch and it's about to like cut off Bond's dong with a laser.
Yeah, it was kind of similar to both of those things in many ways.
But, it sounds terrifying.
You know, it was a little bit terrifying. But just going in, I just told myself to be calm and that what's the worst that could happen? I end up blind. Could I live blind? Of course I could. What was even better about that is it was the first in a long line of surgeries to improve the things about myself and make me, you know, it was like my first step on the road to becoming a superhuman cyborg.
Right, because later you got laser ear surgery and laser mouth surgery, right?
Mm-hmm. I sure did. You just shoot a big laser down your throat and it clears all that out. And so you go from this. And then the next thing you speak is like this, and everyone pays attention to you.
It's amazing what you can do with lasers. That also improved your life because your acting career hadn't taken off before that. But as soon as you got that beautiful voice, they'd make you the announcer for sports games. They'd book you on commercials. You got a lot of work right out of the gate after that laser mouth surgery.
I was the voice of the Kansas City Chiefs there for a little while until they found out I don't know anything about football.
I remember those days. You'd be like, and the player who currently has the ball, a broad-shouldered man, attractive, but not overwhelmingly so, the kind of person you could get a drink with and not feel intimidated. And then they'd be like, John, you just missed a touchdown. You'd be like, did I?
During a playoff game, I had this really philosophical conversation with a former ball player about whether a football could still be considered a ball if it's not exactly round.
Right. They don't take kindly to that in the NFL.
No, you question balls? You're done.
Yeah, they're really insecure about their balls. I want one of them tarot card readings. I don't want you to look at any sort of balls or something. I just need a simple tarot card reading. I need to know if my wife's going to leave me or not. Can you do that?
I'm the most reliable tarot card reader at this entire fair.
All right. I'm pretty sure you're the only one not to take wind out of your sails, but every other person here, they're just selling corn dogs. I see you're also selling corn dogs. Can I eat a corn dog while you do my tarot?
There's a discount if you buy both.
Yeah, I'll take the corn dog tarot card reading bundle.
I have bad news for you.
What's that?
Your wife is going to leave you if you eat a corn dog.
You haven't read the cards yet. You don't know that.
I'm just going on track record from past clients.
I haven't even given you my $20 yet.
I just want to warn you that the past 3 people have come down for a reading and a corn dog, and they've all ended up Splitsville.
Are you telling me I got to choose between my wife and a corn dog? Because I've made that choice before. And it god darn cost me my marriage.
These corn dogs are made from the finest hog.
Why are you trying to sell me on the corn dogs? You're trying to talk me out of the corn dogs to save my marriage.
They also make your breath smell like death. I'm just trying to give you all of the information.
This is such a high risk, high reward situation. I don't honestly know which way to go. In one scenario, I get a very tasty corn dog that makes my breath smell like death and costs me my marriage. On the other hand, I walk.
This corn dog, you will remember the rest of your days.
You're giving me mixed messages. Am I supposed to get the corn dog or not? Can I pay you for a tarot that tells me whether I'll be happier with the corn dog or with my wife?
Absolutely. That reading does come with a free corn dog.
for
what?
questions and answers.
Oh, really? I didn't know it was
John,
time. I'm not a
I
mind
feel
reader.
like you're going out of your way to sabotage our intro on this because you pre-recorded one that sounds great. So if you just want to play that, we don't have to say it together. Let's just play John's.
Questions and answers.
You didn't have to talk over it. It was already playing.
I wanted to give whoever's editing some options.
You're editing. You're just giving yourself some options. I see what you did. Today's question on vision is from a different Aaron than last week.
It had better be.
Aaron F. writes into the podcast and says, I've been noticing a decline in my vision. I'm afraid I'll need glasses. What frame style will be the most flattering on my face shape? I'm just going out on a limb. You probably have a face shape that's kind of like an oval or some sort of round, like, ovular, like circle, somewhere in that range, because that's what most humans have.
I guess then our next question is, how many eyeballs do you have? Because that's going to drastically affect the kind of glasses you get.
Because they make a little like tricycle eyeglasses, they're called, that have, 2 over your main eyes and then 1 over your third eye. But they also have monocles, which are great for cyclopses. Not that Cyclops, don't you start.
And what if you're a spider person?
Right, then you need like all these tiny little glasses. Assuming that this is just a standard person with 2 eyes.
Okay, we're assuming a lot, but I'll go with you on this.
Do we go circle on circle, or rectangle on circle, or stars? They're both shaped like little stars.
See, that makes a statement, all right.
Right?
I'm going to have to go with star.
I don't even think it matters what face shape you have. I can't imagine a better eyeglass frame than 2 stars. And people look at you, they're like, baby, you're a star.
What if we're asking the complete wrong question? What if glasses are not the answer, but instead we go Star Trek and we get one of those visors?
You know what you're doing, John? You're trying to rope me in to supporting Cyclops from X-Men. You know how much that upsets me, because that's basically what he has. I'm canceling this question and I'm banning Aaron F. from the podcast.
You're banning Aaron just because she got me to talk about Cyclops?
Yeah, because I need to teach you a lesson somehow. And so by banning somebody completely innocent because you fucked up, that's the strongest statement I can make.
I'm sorry, Aaron, there's nothing I can do. James's banning powers are absolute.
Right. If one of us bans, then it can't be undone. So through no fault of your own, but only John's mishaps, Aaron, you're also banned from the podcast.
Well, it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. Pack your bags.
Questions and answers. Jenkins, I've identified something in orbit.
All right. Is it worth me getting out of my chair to see? Or can you just try to describe it for me?
I can describe it for you. You stay right there. Can I bring you a soda?
Yes, please. Another Diet Coke.
Here you are, Jenkins.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, sip it ever so gently, because when I tell you what I've discovered in orbit, the soda is likely to come flying out the front of your face. Jenkins, you're chugging that entire soda.
I'm sorry. It was likely to come out the front of my face regardless of what you found. I have not mastered how to drink consistently a whole can of soda without spitting it back up.
Slowly. You can take a drink and then set it aside for a while.
I'm a man of great focus. I'm sorry if you cannot appreciate that. I run a successful observatory by playing by my own rules and setting my own standards. Another Diet Coke.
There you are, Jenkins.
All right. Now, what have you found, Edwards?
I have found in orbit around the Earth extraterrestrial life. Definitive proof of extraterrestrial. Why are you continuing to drink? You're not surprised by this discovery? It's definitive proof that the aliens exist and they're here on Earth, orbiting.
What? Aliens?
Now, see, that spit take did not seem connected to my news at all. It seemed like that was a performative spit take that you did just to try to convince me that you're a fucking alien. God damn it, Jenkins. You can't drink soda? That should have been my number one clue. Everyone can drink soda. God, Jenkins. I've been here at your observatory for 3 years. Never once have you said, oh, yes, by the way, I'm an alien. I just thought your personality quirks were, just being an antisocial scientist. You're a fucking alien. God damn it.
You see, I had tried to master the spit take, the pinnacle of human comedy, in order to perform it for you, to act as though I was surprised when you discovered my home people coming back to invade Earth and rescue me. Well, you've discovered my secret. I'm afraid now I have to reveal my true form.
That's fine. I accept you in your true form.
It's me with wiggly arms.
You look almost exactly the same.
Another Diet Coke, please.
It's Amazon product review time. This week, James has sent me what appears to be a monocle. Here's the thing I don't understand about monocles. Why? So apparently you're supposed to put the monocle and wedge it between the folds of where your eye comes together. This seems like the most uncomfortable eyewear possible. And I have worn hard contact lenses, which is basically a piece of glass that you jam into your eyeball so you don't kill yourself crossing the street and get stampeded by a passing buffalo. Okay, first, I want to show you, this is a visual representation of what it looks like when I look through this monocle. Ready? Here we go. Ooh, the world's all fancy and I can only see part of it. And so now you're seeing what I would see if I were looking through this monocle. How is anybody supposed to go through the world like this? This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to take the monocle off the computer and put it back on myself. Ooh, I feel extremely fancy. I think I'll take my Model A out for a drive around the pasture and perhaps eat some cheese. Maybe I'll put plum jam on my cheese and smoke a cigar in a cigarette holder. Maybe I'll book a dirigible to Leipzig. Maybe I'll hop in my Tin Lizzie with my best girl, and I will escort her to the box social. You should come too. I hear they have iced cream. I will say, though, that this monocle did make me feel like a badass. 5 stars.
So I gotta be honest, out of the gate, we got a little bit of issue with the keynote speakers all taken care of. We have the most famous optometrists all over the world flying in, gonna be fantastic. What we're lacking is panels. We've covered every single thing there's to talk about with vision in the previous years, and I just don't know what people want to hear as far as topics go. So I wanted to open up the floor.
I'd like to know about X-ray vision.
Cool, it's not a thing. So wouldn't the panel be kind of short of just
Can we make it a thing? It's the year 2022. We're basically living in the future. X-ray vision should be a thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We can't actually make it a thing, but a panel about whether or not we can make it a thing. Now that's content. We get you and 3 other crazy people up there in chairs, all debating whether or not we can, launch X-ray vision in the next 5 years.
Cut to that. With the development of nanobots, as well as advances in X-ray technology, X-ray vision is closer than you think.
I completely disagree. Not that X-ray vision is not very close, it is, but nanobots will not get us there. We need lasers. Only lasers can make X-ray vision.
I have X-ray vision right now. I can see your bones!
Instead of X-ray vision, what if we all just crossed our eyes? Oh.
Cut back to the planning meeting. I would like to explore night vision.
I don't have any ideas for panels, so I guess we're going to go with Fred's again, and we'll have a panel of night vision experts.
We can use the same panel that I've assembled for the X-ray vision.
We go to that panel.
The good thing about night vision is it enables you to see when there are no lights on. The electricity savings will be enormous. We can use nanobots to make it happen.
I completely disagree. Not with any of the pros you put to night vision. Those are all fantastic. But nanobots are never the solution. It's got to be lasers.
I have night vision right now. When I close my eyes, it looks like night. Cut back to the planning meeting. I know I've been quiet up until now. My name is Scott Summers, and I was hoping that we could make a panel at this expo for people like me who shoot laser beams out of their eyeballs at all times.
Aren't you Cyclops from the X-Men?
Well, that's my code name. Just in the daytime, I go by Scott.
Man, one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life was having them install the supervillain thing that drops the chair into a volcano underneath this meeting room.
What's that now? Whoa!
This is James here with an Amazon product review. This week, John sent me the Real Tibet Himalayan High Altitude Clear Red Rutilated Crystal Quartz Ball Sphere. Okay, so this is looks like a big marble, basically, about a baseball-sized quartz sphere. It costs $10,000. Well, $9,999.99 actually. It is a high asking price for what looks like a big marble. I went ahead and went with the option where I could pay $555 a month for 18 months interest free, but it still means that I'm going to be paying something the equivalent of my student loans for the next year and a half, and all I have to show for it is this baseball-sized marble. I mean, even looking at the recommended products, I could get something super similar for, I mean, this one's $20 and it looks identical, and it even has a little stand it goes on. Man, $10,000. It's a tough ask, John, but I'll do anything for this podcast, especially if I can pay that anything off over a year and a half. I got this crystal quartz ball sphere pretty quickly. Super pretty. It's a very pretty looking sphere. I think this is really lovely. It's supposed to have some sort of energy which heals you naturally. I don't know. I didn't feel anything different. I guess maybe I felt a little more awake, but also that might just be the anxiety from knowing that I just spent $10,000 on a big marble. I mean, you could buy a fucking Himalayan mountain for $10,000. I wasn't sure what to do this, so I just kind of walked around with it. Now, something in the description that I noticed was it claims that this ball sizzles with energy, feeling almost electrified. That is true. And that took me by surprise. And when I was holding this baseball-sized sphere, it shocked me. It felt like static electricity, and alarmed, I dropped it. And the sphere broke instantly all over my floor. They do not take returns, by the way. So, to recap, I just spent $10,000, which I have to pay off over the next year and a half, for a big marble that broke instantly. I guess I have to ask myself the honest question. Was it worth it? No. No, I don't think so. 2 stars.
Well, Mr. Henderson, we have cured your dermatitis, so you won't have that problem anymore. You'll be able to experience life again.
Ooh, that is a relief. Thank you.
You will notice that your sense of touch has been affected somewhat. We did have to burn away all your skin, and we've replaced it with adamantium.
That's why it's all hard, right?
Yes. Adamantium is a very hard substance.
Great. That seems drastic. I mean, I know I had a lot of blotches and stuff, but to completely replace my skin with this hard metal seems like you took a step pretty far.
Well, your dermatitis was going to be fatal eventually.
I've never even heard of that, but I've got to take your word for it. You are the doctor.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, yours was a very advanced case. I've never seen a case of dermatitis that severe.
I don't know what to say. This is all a bit of a shock.
The only thing I conferred with some of my fellow doctors, the only thing we could think is that you must be an incredible user of online pornography.
What? That's an absurd thing to say. I've never even heard of pornography, whatever you just said. Don't know it.
Pornography dermatitis. It's thousands of people are in my office every week with the same thing, but you have a very severe case.
Fine, you got me. I look at porn, all right? But why did that mean that my skin got so bad? Is it the type of porn I look at?
It's absolutely the type of porn you look at. I could tell just from the looking at your skin. You look at sweaty people that are sweaty when they...
Yeah. How did you... I can't believe you do that.
You have sympathetic
Honestly,
sweat glands, or you did before we removed your skin.
The doesn't even do anything for me to watch, if you know what I mean. I just watch people in saunas sweating, usually hundreds of them at the time, all in the same sauna, and they're all packed in, and it's really hot and steamy.
The good news is you can continue those viewing habits now because adamantium is quite resistant to that sort of stimulus.
This is a good day to be a guy who looks at weird porn. All right, we've got to bring this episode to a close.
Who could have seen that coming?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I was trying to think, oh shoot, I need an eye thing right on the fly, and you beat me to the punch, and I'm not going to argue with perfection. Well done. Well done.
I have a whole list of possible eye puns just in case I need them.
Man, thank God you came prepared. Hey, listen, thank you for listening this week. We appreciate your time and all that. If you listened live on our Friday night show, cool. Thanks for being right here with us. If you listened to this by form of podcast, thanks for sticking to your guns there. And if you watch this on our YouTube channel, that's awesome too. If you didn't, you could. And we have a YouTube channel. You could even subscribe to it should you be so inclined.
You should subscribe to it.
And if you want to talk more about these interesting topics with us, come join us on the Facebook club, the Crossbow Club. It's time to close our it's time to...
We're going to put this one to bed. It's not technically an eye pun. Ending this show makes my brown eyes blue.
Puns are about quality over quantity. It doesn't matter if you wrote down hundreds of nonsensical things in your notepad. It doesn't make you any funnier.
You know, I wrote them down here on my iPad.
Well, we ended this one on a high note. Leave your eye puns in the comments below, and we will see you next week.
It's okay. They've already moved on. They're not here anymore. So
No, this is the part that you edit away.
yeah, this part's gone.
We can do anything we want.
Anything. That the past 3 people have come down for a reading and a corn dog, and they've all ended up Splitsville.
I am an actor. I can act.
Come drag away the human. We have much work to do.
My chair won't go any farther.